I'm just wondering why it is so difficult to leave this house. I've been trying to leave for like 2 hours. I have my super heavy backpack and my chapstick, because we need chapstick. My jacket is over there. All right. We're gonna go. But nonetheless, we made it out. We made it. Ooh, this sun is beaming. It is really sunny outside. Where did I park? Oh, found it. It's really sunny. I love it. I am almost practically walking hunched over. I'm gonna try to see if I can show you. And also, I'm about to show you how real the struggle is. My jacket broke and I haven't had time to go get a new one. I refused to order one online because I want to try it out and I want to do the whole thing, but it broke and feathers were going out everywhere, and the resourceful person in me was like, I'm gonna just put a clip on this. So I'm literally walking around with a binder clip, holding it closed so the feathers don't pop out. So I gotta put windshield wiper in this car so it can stop beeping. I am on my way, finally on my way to the studio. I normally like to leave a lot earlier than this. I don't know why people decide always to come out running like there's no cars outside in the world. I normally like to leave earlier than this. I like to be by the studio on studio days super early because parking is trash. But as you notice, it took me forever to get out. I didn't prep my juice yesterday, so I had to do that this morning. And I needed to make sure that I had everything that I needed packed in my bag. The studio is great. I love my studio. I love that we've been able to use this as a space to really launch this brand and like really make Floritz's flavor scale. But it is in the middle of nowhere, not necessarily, but it is in like a pretty isolated area, at least for me. Like, it doesn't have a lot of options for things that I would be interested in getting when it comes to food and snacks. So I have to leave super prepared to make sure that I have everything that I need with me. So for the day, at least. My days are long normally when I go to the studio. So I've had to make sure I have my juice, I packed some nuts, I have my water, enough water for me to drink while I'm there, so that I can drink the second half at the second part of the day. So yeah, today I'm just gonna do a lot of prep. We have a holiday market coming up, so I want to make sure that we have inventory for that that's different than the inventory for our holiday sales online, and for our deliveries to retailers and stuff. So, you know, there's just making sure that everything is segmented, making sure that I know, you know, what the accurate count for things are, that I place any orders that need to be placed, and then I just situate us in the right place. It's difficult for me to do things like this sporadically because, as I mentioned before, I do work full-time. So during the week, I'm pretty much working. I'm at my job full-time. I'm not overlapping the time that I do that job with the time that I work on the business. So it requires me to be pretty strategic with my time. But yeah, nonetheless, you know, we make it work, we make it do what it does, and we are on our way to the unit. I'm excited about today. It's a beautiful day. I love when it's a beautiful day. It just kind of boosts up my spirits, and it just makes me feel great even though it's freezing. I'm out here with a binder clip on my coat, and you know, making it the best that it could be. Lesson learned here: don't plug your phone into the car, Floritza, because your audio will be deleted. But anyways, what I was trying to say here is I was looking for parking for like an hour. Going back to the point that I made originally, where parking, if I don't leave early enough, is non-existent. But today, I don't know what was happening. Everybody was outside, and so were the trucks. It was like bumper to bumper. Everybody was double parked. There was tons of trucks unloading, deliveries happening. Like, I was just getting ready to put it in the parking lot behind the unit. But then I remembered I had tons of things that I needed to load and unload. So that wasn't going to work. So I didn't find any parking, of course. So now I am just double parked and coming into the unit quick to pick up at least the bulk of the things that I need to bring down into the car. And pack them up so that then I can go to the parking lot. Coming up these stairs every day is like, I wanted to say coming up these stairs every day is crazy, but somebody was in the hallway all up in my business. Like, I'm still getting used to this recording thing. And also, my audio when I do voiceovers is also going to have background noise because I live in the Bronx. To pack like a little to-go box. Oop, that fell from Markets. Just with like flyers, random things that I can stick signs onto, a scissor, some zip ties, just all the random things that you can think of. A roll of tape, and actually I'm gonna pack in here. These are just the 2 sample size bottles that I use every single time. And it's really just so that people can kind of like smell. Or I sometimes pour them into like a bowl so that people can get a feel for the texture and like the scent. But I make sure that I separate these so that I know that these are just like for samples. Not that people are eating, of course, just that they're getting a sense of like the scent. So I'm gonna add those 2 in there so that I can pack them up. I'm just looking around to make sure that I don't need anything else. Because I am packing everything into the bin so that I can be ready at least with this first set of stuff. Just packing like props. I have some ribbons that I bought that I'm gonna wrap around. This is just a bowl that I use often to place like veggies in, some cilantro, some product, whatever, just extra like things to embellish the table. And I am going to leave these upstairs because I'm gonna do something with the baskets. All of this other stuff is coming with me later. These again are the bowls that I use to put the samples in, for people to feel the texture and smell. And I think after this, everything that will be left later will be these are my bows that I put on the table and on my sign. So I'm definitely gonna pack this up. And then I am going to take some of these candles. They work really nicely as decor. And I'm gonna pack this up on the side here. Really tucked away. I think I'm good with this bin. So this is just my condensed bin. Has my camera in there, some bags with labels, my shelves, my collapsible shelves, that is, the bag with all of the items that I use, like scissors and all of that I just showed you, some bows, some decorations. This bin is good to go downstairs. That way later, all I really have to do is bring the product out. I need to catch my breath. I just carried this bin. Whew. I just carried this bin. Because then I had to double park not super close to the freight elevator, and then there were cars double parked, so I couldn't even back up. But we made it. We made it. The bin is here. It's secured. I'm going to put it in the car now. I still have tons of things later that I need to unload and bring downstairs, but I will definitely have more hands. So I was like, let me just try to bring what I can now so that I can get it in the car. It's a struggle out here. I made it. I made it to the studio. I made it upstairs. This has been a slower start for me than normal. Because normally on production days, like I come in and it's like go, go, go. But there was a little bit more traffic today, which is weird for like a weekend day, but there was a little bit more traffic. So it took a minute for me to like get here. It took a minute for me to get situated to like do stuff. And I'm still not even starting like production. I'm probably not gonna get to production today because like I mentioned, I have a market that I need to get ready for. So I'm probably gonna finish packing for that and just make sure that we have enough inventory for that. And I'll probably show you a bit more of what that looks like specifically from like a product standpoint and not like all the decor. But I still have to check some emails and get back to some people and yeah, get the rundown of that. But welcome to my life. Every time that we get towards like invoice paying cycles, or any time that I get towards like it's time to pay a bill, I feel an immense gratitude that I can't tell you how. I can't tell you how I am getting all of the things that I need to get done, but I am getting them done. And they're not perfect. And it's a lot of like taking from here to give to here to give to there. Everybody knows that the first year of a business is not lucrative at all. We have been doing good, and we've been doing good enough to stay afloat. We're not gonna fall into the statistics of businesses that are failing, because we're not. But it has still required continuous investment on my part to be able to also keep certain things juggling up. And I'm just so grateful and so thankful that even when the numbers ain't adding up, they adding up. I'm okay with walking around with not the most, top tier outfits. I'm okay with sometimes being ashy. I'm okay with, not having the best vehicle right now. I'm okay with the dent on the side of my car. I'm okay with the squeak on this chair. I'm okay with the clip that I had to put on my coat. Well, I just really don't got time to get one, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm okay with making certain sacrifices to really see this through, because it's gonna make it to the other side. And when it does, oh baby, celebrate. Figuring out how much inventory to bring to these events is still something that I'm like learning, because there are times where I sell out and it's like, oh man, I should have brought more. And then there's times where I sit on tons of product at these events. But today, for the purpose of this market, I'm gonna bring these little like gift sets that have been a really big hit. They're just like stocking stuffers that we've been making for people with like a gold spoon. We had also these gift sets, which was like our bestsellers, and there was like that's like a handmade ceramic bowl, which was really nice. So I think that I'm gonna stick actually to the stocking stuffers, because the market that we're going to be at tomorrow is one that is mostly for like tourists and stuff like that. We're gonna be at Chelsea Market actually. So they'll probably just appreciate like being able to take somebody like a stocking stuffer versus like the large gift set. So I'm gonna pack some of these up. I have tons more in the other shelves. I'm gonna pack all of these up. I'm gonna pack all of these up, and then some of the other ones that I have on this shelf, and just like do a quick inventory round. So after I packed up a pretty good amount of inventory, I decided to take some more of our course blend. And normally we just have these packaged already, sometimes without the labels. So here I was just kind of adding labels on a few of them, just to make sure that I threw them in the bin, so that we just had some extra. Because again, this is our bestseller. And because tomorrow we're gonna have samples, I'm gonna have some ground chicken and some mixed veggies and a few things that people can kind of try to get a sense of the product. I know that these are gonna go quick. I ended with about three of these bins filled with products, so I feel a lot better now. At this point, I was super exhausted and looking for parking. Of course, I connected the phone to my car, so the audio didn't actually record and went into the ether. But to make a long story short, I loaded up everything in the car. You can see it in the back there. I have bins in the back seat, I have bins in the trunk. We're situated with the decorations, we're situated with product and inventory. And I'm just gonna go home, take a shower, try to eat some dinner, and relax as much as possible, because tomorrow I have a super early day and we are gonna be in the market for the majority of that day. So I will try my best to record and shoot a video of what a holiday market looks like for us. So stay tuned for that. But like always, if this content resonates with you, remember to like, share, and subscribe. But more importantly, turn on that notification bell so that you can be notified when I put content up and you can see my face.